I'm so sure we had a great weekend. Nice being here again. How are you, my beautiful queens? If this is the first time you're just joining us, yeah, welcome. I'll say a very big welcome to this space and to my returning subscribers. I want to say a very big thank you for always coming around to support. I really appreciate that. So I came up with some things. So this time I'm doing let me say 5 days challenge of extensive extensive discussion about everything about wigs, everything at all you need to know about wigs, whether it's braided wig or hair types, name it, maintenance. So I'm going for a 5 days challenge, everything about wigs. I've even prepared my schedule for it. That means between now and Friday, but if I see how it goes, I might increase the days to 7 days. But I just want to stick to 5 days for now. So as I said, I've prepared a schedule for it on how this will go, because there are so many questions I've come across about wigs, different questions, and I feel okay, this is the right time to treat those questions about wigs, what they really mean and how to go about it. Like the first day, which is today, is everything you need to know about wigs. The second day, which is tomorrow, will be how to do your head measurements. How to do your head measurements. Then the third day will be how to transfer that head measurement you get to the cap when you want to make your wigs. Then the fourth day will be how you need to care for your wigs. Then the fifth day is how to maintain a coily hair. A coily hair. As I said earlier on, so many people, they've asked so many questions about it. And I feel this is the best time for me to treat this topic. That's why I want to devote 5 days. Hello, Raw Hearts. Thank you so much. It's nice having you around. I'm so happy you are here. You're welcome, Rohat. Thanks. Thank you so much. Please, if you are just joining, you are welcome. And if this is the first time of you being in my channel, I want to say a very big thank you for you coming around. I really appreciate that. You can support this video by giving me a like. Double tap your screen to give me a like. Or you can also support by clicking the 3 dots above to support this video, and also do well to hit your subscribe button so that this 5 days challenge that I'll be going into, that is from today to Friday, you won't miss any of it. As I said, it's everything about wigs. And please just say hi, drop a hi for me to know you are here watching. So let's dive into today's topic. That is everything you need to know about wigs. Well, when we talk about wigs, first of all, what is a wig? People will ask, okay, how will you define wig when it comes to wigs? Simply put, wig is just a head covering that is made from human hair, animal hair, synthetic, or fiber. And at times it can be a mixture of any of these four material. It can be. So it depends on the kind of wig you are looking at, or the quality of wig you are looking at, that will determine the kind of wig you want to get. So when we also talk about wig is not limited for a particular set of people. No. So we say, oh, it's only for the women. Not at all. Gone were those days when only women are known for wigs. No. This time, this modern time, everybody puts on wigs. Whether you are a male or female, we all we have one or two wigs. Or at times, if you don't even have a wig, but we try to imitate a style of a wig, that's when we'll talk about braiding hair. Then, why do people put on wig? That's another question. Now we've seen what wig is. It's just a covering, like this one on me is just a covering. Then why do people put on wig, including the men? Why do they put on wig? There are so many reasons why people put on wig. We have different reasons. Some just do it out of fashion and style. They just want to change their look. They just want to feel good. They just want to look just to have varieties of color without touching their hair. We have so many cases like that. You want to look different without touching your natural hair. Somebody might say, okay, I want to go blonde, but I don't want my natural hair to be blonde. Then you go for a wig. Or someone will say, oh, I want multicolor wig, but I don't want it on my head. Then definitely you go for wig. Oh, I have an occasion. And the same time I'll be going to work this morning, and I have an event in the hair loss. Due to hair loss, some want to go and use wig, and this is what everybody, almost everybody, or let me say both genders, experience hair loss. So whether you are a man or a woman, you want to cover that hair loss. You want to add volume to your hair. You don't want to expose it. So, and hair loss can be as a result of probably alopecia. It can also be aging process, and it can also be through chemotherapy. So we all, whether male or female, we experience these things. And the easiest way to feel that confidence once again is for us to wear a wig. Then, if you have any questions, please do ask your question, drop your question. I'm here for you. As I said, it's 5-day challenge of everything about wigs. And if you're just joining us, please give us a like. So another third point is for convenience. For convenience. When you say for convenience is you don't want to spend that much time in the salon making your natural hair look presentable, or you don't really have that time, that luxury of time. Gone were those days when we ladies want to spend much time in the salon just to make our hair. So for convenience, we just, oh, the wig is there. Let me use it. I have variety. I can change my style. That's also for convenience. It's very comfortable at your beck and call. Mostly when you have variety, you'll be able to use it. Then some use it based because of their career. Like, let's say lawyers, for example, they use it. Costume too, for costume they use it just because the actor wants to fit a particular character. That's why want to use a wig. So you can see we have variety of reasons why people use wig, and it's also professional, the professional aspect of it, which I also made mention of. So different method of, or reasons rather, why people use wigs. Then when we talk about the type of wig we have, personally, I'll classify the type into two branches, into two, and I will explain. We have the braided wig and we have the hair wig. Now, each of these classes, they have their own branches, variety. As I said, the braided wig, we have different type of braided wig. When you talk of braided wig, the list is endless. We now have different style when it comes to braided wig, and you can have it in the form of closure, you can have it in the form of frontal, 360, full lace. It all depends on the style, whether coily, short, just name it, cornrow, and the rest of it. We have different type of braided wig. Before I'll go into hair wigs, let's look at braided wig a little bit. One will say, okay, what is braided wig? We have different styles when it comes to braided wigs. So when it comes to braided wig, these are pre-styled wigs in the form of braids. In the form of braids, these are pre-styled wigs in the form of braids, where you use your extension and it's being made by hand. You do different style, your choice of style when it comes to braided wig. Any style goes. We have different style now. We have the goddess braid, we have the mohawk, we have bob, name it, a lot of styles. We have a lot of styles now when it comes to braided wig, and so many people just want to change their style, going into the African way. It gives you that African vibe, and it's for anybody too. We have the dread too. Dread is also under braids, braided wig. So it all depends on your style. It all depends on how you want your style to be made. So instead of you braiding your hair, your natural hair, then you just go for braided wigs, and it's very, 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 very nice, beautiful. So braided, when you talk of braid, is not for a particular set of people anymore. Everybody use braid. We have varieties of style that you can choose from. Everybody go for braid. So we have reasons why people braid their or prefer to wear braided wigs. Different reason. One of them is that it's a protective style. So instead of you braiding your hair, it's a protective style. It protects your natural hair. It avoids it from damaging. You use it to spice up your style. And I'll explain all of this. Before, in early days when we started having this 1 million braids, those in Lagos, Nigeria, Badagry to be precise, in Lagos, Nigeria, in Badagry, will understand what I'm saying. That those days, if you want to have 1 million braids, we call it million braids, or some now call it nano twists. Some call it a micro twist, but I'll go for nano twist because it's very small. In those days, when that million braid, that is twist, started coming up, if you don't go to Badagry in Lagos to braid your hair, that means you've not done that twist. Those set of people in Badagry, that is close to the border Benin Republic. They are very, 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 very good when it comes to twist. And the twist to be very tiny, very small. They take their time. This is not about hours now. You spend more hours doing it. So it's not about just hours, but at times it takes days to complete this particular style. It takes days. Hello, you are disturbing. It takes days to complete this style because they have to pick it bit by bit. Even now, when you watch some of those videos about micro twists, how they do micro twists, you see they take their time. When there was a time I crossed over, that is to Cotonou, I noticed their own style of braiding is even very, very small. It's as if they were picking strands, few strands of the hair, and they will twist it. So just imagine how long it would take for one to finish the entire hair. It takes time. And when you want to do it, you need to devote days for it to complete your hair. And it's not just one person that will be doing it. Several people can surround you to braid your hair. Though some people still do it now. So look at the time you will spend. Look at the efforts, transportation to the location. Now, things have changed. I'm not saying they are not doing it now. We still have people who still do it, but it's not like before because we have an option. Personally, instead of me braiding or twisting my hair to have that 1 million braid done on my natural hair, I would prefer to have it as a wig. So you can see braided wigs serve as a protective style. It saves cost, time. We don't really have that time that we want to spend, that luxury of time that you say, oh, I want to spend this particular time, so hours or days to do my hair. Everybody is now very busy that say, okay, what is the easiest way forward? The easiest way, get up in the morning, do the necessary thing, just slide on a wig. In a day, you can change your look 2 to 3 times, depending on the event you are going. That is, if you have varieties like that. So it gives you so many options when you talk of braided wigs in general. But now I'm talking about braided wigs. It gives you a lot of options to choose from. You have it, you'll be able to choose your own particular style and flow with it. It also helps to avoid damage to your hairline. It's protected. That's why I said it's also a means of protection. And when you talk of braided wigs, we have variety of styles. Variety. I've made mention of some of them. We have the cornrow, the ponytail, mohawk, goddess braid, so many of them. The list is so much that if I continue to count, we won't leave here. We have a lot of style. So it's so versatile, something one can also try as a means of protecting our hair. Then I also made mention of the other class when I was talking about wigs. You know, I said we have 2 classes when it comes to wig. Now I've talked about braided wig that it can come in any form. You can have it at full lace, you can have it closure, long, braids, cornrow, whatever you want. You can have it that way. You can have it any way you want it. So now is to talk about hair wigs. When we say hair wigs, we have different type. We have different type of hair wigs. I want to put it as hair wigs, anything hair. Whether you are talking of human hair, animal hair, fiber, or synthetic, or mixture of any of these materials. Hair wigs. And it can come in different form. It can be coily, can be straight, can be long, it can be short. We have varieties too when it comes to hair, and you can have it in any form, whether in full frontal, 360, full lace, closure, and closure too. We have varieties of closure: the 2x4, 2x6, 6x6, 7x7, 5x5, and so many of them. It all depends on what you want to go for that we determine. Then let's look at these different types of wigs, that is the hair wigs. Different type. You can drop your question if you have any question to ask. I'm here to answer all your questions. Remember, it's a 5 days challenge on how on wigs generally. Wigs. I've highlighted what I'll be taking for these 5 days. So if you are just joining, please support this video with a thumbs up and a like, the 3 dots at the top to support the video. You can also subscribe if you are just joining us so that you won't miss out when I continue with this 5 days challenge. You won't miss out in anything. And for my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I really appreciate. You can also drop a hi for me to know you are there watching. So, talking about hair wigs now. When you talk of hair wigs, it can be full lace. It can be full lace. It can come in any form. When you talk about full lace, so full lace simply means the net is covering the entire head. Give it that natural look that it makes your hairline to look so natural. Full lace. And it's versatile when it comes to styling because it's your entire head that is covered. So it's versatile. You can have it in ponytails, you can just leave it down, you can style it anyhow. So it's mimic the scalp, mostly when it is done right. It mimics the scalp, mostly when it is done right, and your skin shade is used for the lace. Then you are good to go. That's for full lace. Then we have the frontal. As for the frontal, the frontal just covers the frontal parts of your head. Then the other part, the remaining part of the wig is made with another material, expandable material, where we have other parts of the wig being made. So that front line, though, is also versatile, but not like the full lace. Not like the full lace. But if you know how to style it, then you are good to go. Very, very okay. Very, very nice. Like this one with me, yeah, is a frontal wig. It's a frontal wig from here to here. 13x4 is a frontal wig. So this is an example of a frontal wig. You can put your part, your styling, anyhow you want it. Then we have the 360. The 360 is similar to the full lace, but the only difference there is that as for the 360, the middle is open. So you can also still put it in ponytail. Can go as a ponytail. You can style it the way you want, but definitely you wouldn't want to style it in such a way that the middle will be exposed. You can do it in such a way that these other parts that is lacy can be seen. And if it is your size, because it goes by size, during the week, one of my topic is how to do the size measurement, hair measurement, which is very, very important when it comes to wigs. I guess they've taken the light. Hope you can still see me. Is there no light? Light. So, okay. So that's for the 360. Then we have the closures. We have different type of closure. When you talk of closure, we have varieties of closure. I made mention of it earlier on. We have some even say 8x8. To me, I'll say that is a frontal, but a mini frontal to some extent, but it's bigger than a mini frontal. We have 8x8. We have 7x7. We have 6x6, 5x5, 4x4, 2x4, 2x6, and some even 1x6, and also T frontal. Though T frontal will not classify it as a closure, is another form of frontal, but a mini part of frontal. I'm not classifying T frontal as a closure. No, it's not a closure. It's also a frontal, but is in the T form of a frontal. We have the C cuts. Also, we have C cuts. There's also a C cut frontal. We have that too. So these are different types of closure one can go with. There are those who cannot really manage the frontal. Then I always recommend go for closure, because it's not so difficult. I met so many people like that. It's very difficult for them. They don't want that stress at all. So they'll just tell you, please, anything that will not give me stress, let me go for that. I don't want anything that will give me stress, because I don't have the time to start styling and all that. So I advise those kind of people, or I recommend to them, that they should go for 5x5 closure or 6x6 closure if they cannot handle it. Or at times I can say, okay, if you want it in a ponytail, then go for 360. Since if you want it as a ponytail, they go for 360. But the pattern and all that, they are not cut out for it. So go for closure, 5x5 or 6x6. Or even someone say, no, the 5x5 and 6x6 is also stressful for me. Then go for 2x6. So it all depends on individuals, what they really want. What they really want determines what they will get. So the question is, what can I use, or how can I get a wig? Well, getting a wig, there are so many factors you have to put in mind when you want to get a wig, a suitable wig for yourself. There are so many things you have to put in mind. First of all, your budget. Do you want to go for the luxury? Everybody, I believe everybody have his or her own budget. Your budget can be like this. Another person's budget can be like this. Another person's budget can be as big as possible. So it all depends on your budget. It all depends on your pocket. But definitely there is something for you. You can go for the luxury. You can go for moderate. You can go for affordable hairs, like blended hair. Blended hair are very good. We have good blended hair. they've really improved when it comes to blend hair. And when we say blend hair, some people just frown to it. But blend hair are also good hairs in that it has its own budget. Don't get me wrong. Luxury is the best, but definitely when you cannot get the luxury, you go for what you can get. That's why I said your budget determines what you get. So blend hair is a combination of human hair and animal hair, or at times human hair and synthetic. Human hair and animal hair, or human hair and synthetic. Fiber is the total fiber. I'm not going to classify fiber as part of. It's not part of blend hair. To me, it's not. Blend hair is, and in most cases they will always state the percentage of the combination of both combination. They will always state it. At times we have 80% of human hair, at times 70%, at times 50%. That's how it is. So your budget determines what you go for. Now let's say, okay, your budget is at the middle part. Then what kind of hair do you want to get? That's another question. What kind of hair do you want to get? We have different kinds of hair. We have different styles of hair. We have a coily hair. Like this is a coily hair. This is the Jerry coil, 16 inches. This is a 16 inches hair. This is actually the length of it. Jerry coil. We have straight hair. We have water friendly hair, which this is part of it. Is it something you can easily maintain? Because maintenance is very, very important when you want to get a wig. Without your maintenance, zero. So no matter the amount you use to get that wig, even if your hair is in the millions and you can't maintain it, it's as good as zero. It will look as bad compared to somebody that has at a very low budget, even more than that. So maintenance is the key. So how can you maintain your hair? Is one of the things I will discuss during the week too. Is one of my topics I will discuss, how to maintain. But there I have it as how to maintain coily hair, because most people feel, okay, coily hair is very easy to maintain compared to straight hair. Because most of this coily hair, they don't really require much heat compared to the straight hair, like the bone straight, your bob. They don't really require that kind of heat. Just have, mostly if it is water friendly, then you are good to go. Just make sure you are using a very good leave-in conditioner with your water, then you are good to go. So how to maintain, very important. Those are the things you have to put into consideration. How and maintenance also talk about revamping. I'll also discuss that in details during the week, during this 5 days challenge. During the week, I'll also discuss that maintenance is very, very important. So when you are talking of getting a wig, there are so many things you need to put into consideration. We've talked about your budget, which is the cost. We talk about maintenance. Then I guess that those are the main two aspects of it when you want to get a wig. So do you want the wig to be customized, or do you want it as a factory made? Customized means that you have your bundles and they will customize it based on your size, based on your style, based on your taste. So you are giving your information to your stylist, the professional that will make your wig for you. You are giving all those information. It's part of what I'll also discuss during this 5 days challenge, how to measure your hair and also transfer that measurement, head measurement, to your cap to make a glueless unit or a customized unit. So, do you want it as customized or do you want it as factory made? Factory made, definitely it comes straight, it's made directly from the factory. Everything is set. It's for you to just buy and wear. But now we've started doing a glueless unit that even your factory made, if it is too big for you, we can also customize it to reduce the size for you or to increase the size depending on your head size. So these are some of the things we have to put into consideration when we are talking about everything you need to know about wigs. So I'll say this is just the stepping stone of what we are going to see during this week, 5 days challenge. And mine